Hi everybody and welcome back to some more F1 2015. This is my career mode with Jensen Button and we're on round number 10, the Hungarian Grand Prix. Now this is a circuit I actually do really like, so hopefully I can do really well on this race today. But if you didn't check out round number 9, round Silverstone, I suggest you check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below because I don't think I'm Lewis Hamilton's favourite person. And if you check that race out, you'll see what I mean. But let's get into today's race. Hopefully get a decent qualifying and hopefully some good weather on this circuit. And hopefully challenge for some more podium points. Let's go.
We hope you're looking forward to today's qualifying in Hungary as much as we are. We think it's going to be a cracker. Well, the rain is falling here in Hungary, so my pre-weekend prediction of a Lewis Hamilton pole might just be in jeopardy.
A wet track is always a challenge even for the best drivers, but Lewis has proven he can drive well in the rain. Ultimately though, it's the strategy the team and driver decide on that could have the biggest impact on his race tomorrow.
I'd take a set of intermediates in these unpredictable conditions.
Trust me, I spoke too soon. We got some really dismal weather. It's absolutely tipping it down. Setup wasn't too bad. I got some good laps in. I was coming in around in the top 5, which wasn't too bad. I was quite happy. Still don't compete with the Ferraris and the Mercedes around these sort of circuits with quite fast sections on it. But I'm on my lap here. This is my one-shot qualifying. I'm going to try and get in that top 5 that I can, and hopefully get into the race and challenge for some more podium points. But we're going to have to see if we can finish in that position. At the moment, we're sort of waving around P3, P2. Can we hold P2? That would be amazing. Nope, back up to P3. Oh, this is going to be a tricky last bit on this qualifying. Oh God, P1. Can we? There's loads of sections I'm quite quick on, and there's others that I just seem to lose time. But in this wet, I was slipping and sliding everywhere. But that's hopefully we can hold on. We're sitting in P3. Come on, push it into this last section. I'd really like to at least be in that top 5 at the start of this race. I do love this circuit, but in these sort of conditions, anything could happen. Right, we're coming into the last few corners here. We're sort of wavering around the sort of times I thought I would. Come on, P3, P4. Oh, last corner, come on, P5, P3. Go on, onto the straight. Hold it. We get it, P3. Ah, bugger. Oh, I thought I had P3 there, but we ended up with P5. That's still a decent enough time on that circuit in those sort of conditions. I'm happy with that. As long as the conditions aren't any worse than that in the race, we've got half a chance. Yep, so we're in 5th. See, our time wasn't too bad. We weren't too far away from the Mercedes and the Ferraris, but in the race, it's going to be tricky to hold that sort of pace if those are the sort of conditions we've got to ride in. But we're going to give our best shot, and yeah, let's get into this race and give 110%. Here we go.
We're just 18 kilometres from the city of Budapest here in Hungary, where today's Formula 1 race is about to take place. It's the Hungarian Grand Prix. We knew this was a track that suited the Mercedes well, but no one would have expected that Lewis Hamilton would have created such a gap to his rivals in qualifying. If he stays out of trouble and the car continues to perform, well, victory should surely be a formality.
He's definitely going to be difficult to beat today, but anything can happen, so we'll have to keep a close eye on how this unfolds over the course of the race.
It's been a really disappointing season so far for Red Bull. They aren't getting the points that they believe the car is worthy of.
Red Bull have clearly suffered the most from the change of regulations. The car is still a good car, but they say the performance of their new hybrid power unit is letting them down. You can guarantee they're working hard with Renault to find a way to bridge the gap to the competition.
Right, I'm feeling a lot more confident at the start of this race because it's dry. I know I'm a lot quicker on this circuit in the dry than I was at the wet. Right, let's try and get a good start and take advantage of these conditions. Right, we're right behind Vettel. We've got Raikkonen up the side of us. Can we get past these Ferraris at the early stages of this race? Oh God, that was close. It almost went straight into the back of Vettel there. God damn, I've made contact with Raikkonen. Be careful. I don't want to ruin my race right at the start here. We've got Ricciardo sitting behind us. Let's put it on rich mix and let's try and challenge in these early stages. Got to try and get in the inside. Right, let's have a quick look at that start there. That wasn't a bad start. We're getting a good line there, and we just nip up the inside of Raikkonen there. That was a good pass, and we're right in position to try and challenge Vettel now. Right, let's get back into the race. Right, so we're right behind Vettel now. We're going into this halfway through in the first lap. This isn't a bad start. This is the sort of pace I was expecting by the Mercedes and the Ferraris in this race. Now it's dry. Can we get... Oh, getting really close to Vettel. Can we take him here? God dear, can we get the drive? I'm not sure. He slammed on the brakes a couple of the inside. Oh no, not close enough. God dear, that was a tough section to even think of passing. But I really want to get past him early on because I know those Mercedes are going to pull away. And I know I'm quicker. Right, can we get past him here? No, not close enough. Let's put the brakes on there. And he managed to pull away. Come on, we can get him. We don't want to run in rich mix for too long. We want to conserve some of our fuel for the end of the race. You never know. It could be really close into the last final stages. Come on, can we get a good drive out this corner? No, not close enough. We haven't got the speed over the Ferrari on the straights. Let's get really close. Oh God, we got a good drive. Can we get a bit of slipstream? Let's get a bit of slipstream. Can we get him on this corner? Oh no, I don't think we're close enough. Oh yes we have, he slammed the brakes on. Aha, we got up the inside. What a brilliant move. I wasn't expecting to slam his brakes on that early, but we managed to get up the inside of him there and hold the position. Let's have a quick look at that. Right, so we get round a good drive round that corner there, and we get a good line. I couldn't believe the Ferrari was actually quite slow on that section. On the straights they're normally much quicker, but for some reason he didn't get a good drive and he was quite slow. And then he slammed his brakes on way too early into that corner, and I managed to nip up the inside of him. That was a bad move by Sebastian Vettel. Even though I ran it wide, I managed to control the position, and now I've got to chase down those Mercedes. Let's get back into the race and see if we can chase them down. Right, let's see if we can chase down these Mercedes. It's not going to be easy. We're only on lap 2, so we've got loads of time. There's 18 laps in this race, but we know the Mercedes are so quick. So we're just going to have to try and put in some cracking laps, try and gain a bit of time in the corners. That's the only way I can take time out of the laps that the Mercedes are going to do, because on the straights I ain't got a chance in the McLaren. We're going to try our hardest and see if we can get a good pit strategy in today and see if that works. But we are closing on them. We are pulling that gap down a bit, so we have got a bit of speed over them in the early stages of this race. So we're not dead and buried yet. That's to see if we can keep on this sort of pace and just don't let them extend the gap if we can. So it's still early on this race. These tyres actually are not that bad. I was worried about starting in these tyres, what they would be like, but they're not too bad, because we never got to test out these tyres in qualifying because it was raining. So it was a little bit of a risk, because normally the option tyres would have been better, but these aren't too bad. Right, let's see what the gap is. So it's not too bad at the moment. It's only about 2 seconds. That's still achievable. We can still try and push them if we can, and try and challenge them in this race. But that will only happen if we can catch the Mercedes. But we jump onto this race in lap 8 and we didn't manage to catch them. They've extended that gap a little bigger, and we're just coming up to a time where we need to pit in. We're hoping for a good pit in here today. Hopefully we can gain a bit of time in the pits and maybe catch them, but I'm not sure. And I'm not sure what their strategy is, whether they're going to come in at different times. I'm not sure they're going to come in at the same time. That would probably be a bit of a mistake, but we've got Vettel right behind us coming up to the time we have to pit in, so it looks like we're all going to go in at the same time. And yeah, this should be interesting. Right, so we're just coming around the bend here. We're going to pit in now on lap 8, and let's see what happens when we come out. Right, let's get into the pits. Hopefully we don't have any nightmares here. So both the Mercedes have gone at the same time. Have they held each other up? I think they have. So Rosberg's are flying out the pits like a bullet, but he's left Hamilton behind. Can we benefit from this? Oh, that was a bit of a slow pit. So we're going to come out behind Rosberg, Hamilton and Vettel. So we've dropped down to P4, but that's not bad. I don't know what happened there with the pits. I think Rosberg flew out like a bullet, but Hamilton got delayed a bit. So we managed to catch up with Hamilton. Let's have a quick look at that. So they both coming in the pits at the same time. So Rosberg, yeah, so it gets held up. I don't know why they decided to pit on the same lap. That could have been a bit of a mistake, and that's given the opportunity to catch him. So that wasn't a clever move by the Mercedes. I think that they could have gone at different laps, but never mind. Let's try and benefit from us. Right, so we come out of the pits, and we're in P4. Let's see if we can chase down Vettel and Hamilton and see if we can get in a better position. Right, let's stick this in rich mix and let's try and gain those places. Let's try and take an opportunity here. Now we've caught up with Hamilton and see if we can get him. Right, Vettel seems to be really slow since he's come out the pits. Oh, I'm going to take a chance here. See if we can take him early on. Really push him into this section. Really, oh God, look at the speed that we've got over him. What a move. See you later, Vettel. Let's see if we can chase down Hamilton. Hamilton seems a bit slower as well. Don't know what's happened with them since they've come out with these new tyres on, but he seems to be carrying no speed through that section in that Mercedes. But let's have another look at that move there. That was an absolutely blinding move. We've won from one side to the other and then just went straight round the outside of him. There was absolutely no problem there. Just had no speed at all, that Ferrari there, since he come out of the pits. Right, let's get back on this race, and we're chasing down Hamilton. Can we get him here? Oh God, we ran into that section there a bit too fast. We don't want to smash into him, but he seems to be really slow. Can we take advantage of that? Yes, an easy pass there. Don't know what's happened to Hamilton there. He just seems to have lost all his speed in that Mercedes. Don't know whether it's something to do with the tyres or there's something wrong with his car, but I'm not going to look back. I'm going to just carry on and really put in some lap times and try and see if we can catch down Rosberg. We're just looking at the replay of that pass there, and as you can see, Hamilton just had nothing to defend there at all. He just didn't have any speed around those corners at all, and we just left him for dead, which shouldn't really happen in a McLaren over the Mercedes, but for whatever reason, Hamilton doesn't seem to have any speed in that Mercedes at the moment. But that could change. Maybe it's just he hasn't worn his tyres in, I don't know. Right, let's try and chase down Rosberg and see if we can get close to him in this race. But let's check what the gap is. But he had a really good pit because he literally flew in and flew out. He managed to get in and out probably in a couple of seconds, and he's got a bigger gap. Yeah, so it's over 6 seconds, well, just under 7 seconds. That's quite a big gap. We've still got quite a few laps left. Let's see if we can chase it down if we can. I know it's wishful thinking, but you never know. Rosberg might have a nightmare. He might blow a tyre, might blow his engine, or he just could slow down and we could gain him. But we're going to concentrate on our own lap times, see if we can put in some really fast laps and see if we can close that gap. But for some reason, Hamilton suddenly, he's come back to life and he's found his mojo in that Mercedes. And we know that Mercedes, if it's working to its full potential, we've got trouble, because in this McLaren Honda, it doesn't matter how good I drive, it doesn't seem to have the speed on the straights, and that's where we lose a lot of time. But we're going to try and defend as much as we can around the corners and the sections that are known faster, and just hope for the best. I can hear the Mercedes getting closer and closer, coming towards the end of this 10th lap. I think Hamilton's going to make a challenge soon, or he just may wait until we get to a straight and show the superior power and speed of the Mercedes. I'm going to try and hold it as much as I can, but we come onto the 11th lap and we couldn't hold it much longer, and Hamilton just flies past us like a bullet. but we try and nip back straight at him into this corner, but we run too much speed into that corner and we go wide. That's a stupid error there, and we've let Hamilton go. Oh my god. I tried to defend it for at least a couple of laps, so I couldn't hold it for much longer, but I don't want to give up. I really want to get second place if I can, and let's try and nip back at him. I'm not going to give it up just yet. Let's try and chase Hamilton down and take second back if we can, but I don't know whether it's going to be possible. Oh god, got really close to him there. Come on, we've got the speed through the corner. Can we take him here? Oh god, we run it down the inside. Oh, what a move. Hamilton couldn't defend that, and we're back into P2. Now, I didn't give up, but we know that he's going to try and take us on the straight again. But let's have a look at that pass there. We ran that into that section really hot, but he couldn't defend it there. It was a risk, but it was a risk worth taking. You see, I've got a good line there. There was no contact, and we put it straight into the P2. That was absolutely brilliant. But how much longer can we hold it? Right, so we come to the end of lap 11, and Hamilton's going to try and fight back if he can. I mean, he spent 2 laps chasing me down. He overtook me, and literally not even a lap later, I took him back again. This is going to be a bit of a struggle to race like this for the rest of the race. We're going to chew these tyres up, and then we could have problems. We need to settle into a rhythm if we can, and try and get some consistent lap times in. Otherwise, this race could be over for us, and Hamilton will just take full advantage of it. But we're on lap 12 now, and we're still holding on. But we jump onto lap 16, and Hamilton's right up our gearbox and trying to make a pass at every opportunity, and he tries to take us around that corner. We touch wheels. I tried to take it on the outside. I managed to hold the position and round that corner, but he didn't have the drive to take us on that corner, but it's getting so close now. Hamilton's really trying to get past now. He's got much more speed in that Mercedes on this circuit now. I've seemed to have dropped a few tenths of a second each lap. I think I've lost the grip in these tyres. I think they're really chewed up now, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to defend enough to hold on to P2, because Hamilton seemed to have got a lot more speed in that Mercedes, and I definitely think he wants to get the better of us in this race after us outwitting him around Silverstone. He's definitely not going to want a repeat of that race, but we're going to try as much as we can to hold on. But this is going to be a really close fight into the final stage of this race. We've got a back marker here. If we can take this back marker, and hope that will hold up Hamilton, but I'm not sure whether that will work, but we can always hope. Right, let's get past this back marker and see if that holds Hamilton coming up into these final stages of this race. Right, let's get around the corner. Right, let's get past this back marker. I'm not sure. Can we get past him here? Yep. So we're past him on the 17th lap. Come on, can we hold on to this position? It's going to be so close. Right, so we get past the back marker. Did Hamilton get past the back marker? Yes, he did. But it's just wishful thinking from us. He was never going to get held up by a slow marker like that. But we're coming into the last few laps of this race, and we really, really want to finish in this position. So we're looking at every little bit to see if we can just hold him back off. If I can get to the final lap and just get a little bit of a lead, and that would be amazing. But these, like I said, these tyres are completely chewed to pieces. I'm losing grip now, and plus I'm losing concentration because I'm worrying about how far he is behind me rather than concentrating on my own race. I really want to finish in this position if we can, but like I said, he's not going to want us to get the better of him in this race. Not 2 races in a row. But we're coming towards the end of the 17th lap, and we've still got a slight lead over him, but he's gaining again. God, it's not even half a second. Is that going to be enough to hold him off into this final lap? I don't think so, but no, he's caught up even more. We made a bit of a mistake on that and ran it wide on that corner. God dear, is he going to take us? He's going to try and take us on this straight. Bloody hell, last lap, and he's going to try and take us. Is he going to take us on the straight? Oh, no, just managed to get a better drive around that corner than he is. But this is going to be so close. God dear. Oh no, he's going to take us. Oh, and he's gone up the inside. Oh, God dear, just managed to get to the corner better than him, but I ran it wide, but managed to hold the position. This is so close. Oh God, he's going to make another challenge here. Is he going to go down the inside of us? No, he's gone the outside. Oh no, he makes contact. Oh God, he ran me off. I didn't know where to go. Oh, collision as if that was a legal overtake. He hit me. Let's have a quick look at that. Don't know what happened there. How was that my fault? Right, let's have a look at that. So he nicked my wheel there, and he sent me out of control and ran me. I ran across the track. How's that a legal overtake? Oh God, this is so unfair. And I had to let him go. Let's have another look at that from Hamilton's view. So he's coming down. He's on the outside. Then he tries to turn in. But I was already there. How is that my fault? Let's have another look at that in a different view. How is that my fault? Right, let's have another look. He's gone on the outside and he clipped me. Oh, this is so unfair. On the last lap, I had to let him go. Right, let's try and chase him down if I can. But he's managed to pull a lead where I've let him overtake. Right, this is so unfair. I knew something like this would happen, and Hamilton is going to get the better of us in this race. If I can't overtake him in these final stages of the race, I'm not happy about that. There was never a legal overtake at all. He made contact with me, but sometimes in motor racing you have to accept the decisions made by the control board, and they've said that there was an illegal overtake, and I have to accept it. But as long as I get a podium position, it's not bad points. But it's just the fact we held that second position for so long, and we fought so hard to hold on to it, and Hamilton in a way has mugged us off, and he's going to get his own back on us in this race. Can I get him on this last corner? No, I haven't got the speed, and we get second in the Hungarian Grand Prix. Still not a bad position considering we started in 5th, but I'm just gutted because I was in 2nd for so long. But again, like I said, it's good points and we're still in the lead of the championship. So overall, it's not a bad race. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. That was a really, really close race again. And if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if there's any other comments you want to leave or anything else you want to see, there's loads of different things that we could do on this game, like online races, co-op races, and anything else that you think that I could add to make this videos on this channel or this series better. I'd like your views and your opinions. It's always good to know what I could improve to get more views and more subscribers. And also I'm going to obviously carry on with my MotoGP 15 series as well, and there's some other things I've got coming up, but I will do a video about the new stuff coming up. Right, let's have a quick look at the standings now. Where are we? Right, so we've still got 34-point lead. That's not bad considering we're in a Honda, McLaren Honda, which isn't as fast as Mercedes or the Ferrari. So we're doing quite well. So that's carry on, hopefully getting some decent points in the next round and hopefully win this championship. Right, I will see you very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching and bye bye.